I've never seen Lost. And guess what? I'm not going to. This is how I'm gonna consume Lost. The entire story of Lost in 11 minutes. From Seriously. I like the name. I'm gonna subscribe and give it a like. Because I already know that I'm gonna enjoy this. Leave a comment down below. I promise you, I will comment back. I do it to every comment unless it's just a garbage comment. But most of the time, if it's a real person, you're gonna leave a real comment. So do that.
What if I told you that Lost wasn't about a plane crash, but about ancient Egyptian
It wasn't?
gods? Time.
Wasn't there a kids version of this on like Discovery Kids? What was that called? Like Flight 49 Down or 29 Down or something like that?
Travel and the literal.
It was definitely about a plane crash though. It wasn't like a bunch of crazy stuff about life and death. It was just a bunch of kids on an island. And it was kind of cool.
Battle between
that was
good
my
and evil.
Lost.
For 6 years, Lost had us all arguing about smoke monsters,
6
polar
years,
bears, and numbers that seem to control fate itself.
People watched this show for 6 years. That's crazy.
We thought we were watching a survival show. We were actually watching the most ambitious mythology ever put on television.
That's cool.
In the next 12 minutes,
Damn, am I spoiling myself? Should I actually watch this show? Too late.
I'm going to tell you the complete story of Lost.
It's too much. I don't
Not
care.
the way it was revealed to us week by week,
I'm already spoiled on the end, so might as well get spoiled on all the stuff in between too.
but the way it actually happened. From the beginning of time to that final shot of the church.
I miss when
Trust
TV was
me,
like this.
When you understand the real timeline, everything that seemed random and confusing suddenly makes perfect sense. Chapter 1, on September 22nd, 2004, the Oceanic Flight 815 tore apart in the sky above the Pacific, scattering 324 souls across a
I might just watch this show anyway, even though I'm spoiled on everything. Because it does seem really cool.
mysterious island. This wasn't just any plane
And you
crash,
know,
but the
it's not about the ending, it's about the journey. I'm gonna stop pausing so much.
beginning of the most elaborate puzzle television had ever created. Here's how the story puns out after the crash. Jack Shephard wakes up in a bamboo forest
Jack Shephard.
with no memory of how he survived.
That's a crazy name.
Around him, chaos. Screaming passengers, twisted metal, and something that would define the next 6 years of television. The feeling that nothing was quite what it seemed.
I was a child whenever all this happened, and my grandparents were watching this show, and so I caught glimpses of it. I had no idea what this show was, though. I thought it was kind of lame and was for adults, because I was watching cartoons and anime at the time. Like, early anime. I was watching Cartoon Network anime, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff.
Within hours, impossible things start happening. Polar bears appear in a tropical paradise. An invisible monster made of black smoke.
Also, I was watching Discovery Kids when that Flight 29 Down or 49 Down, I can't quite remember. Whenever it came out, that was my Lost.
Terrorizes the survivors. And then there's the French woman, Danielle Rousseau, who's been trapped on this island for 16 years, constantly broadcasting a distress signal that simply says, "I'm alone now on the island alone, please someone come." But here's where Lost got really clever. While we're watching Jack, Kate, Sawyer, and the others struggle to survive, the show starts revealing their secrets through flashbacks. The doctor has daddy issues. The fugitive isn't who you think she is. The con man has a heart. Every character carries a darkness that somehow led them to this exact moment. And just when you think you understand what's happening, they find it. A mysterious metal hatch buried in the jungle. What's inside will change
What's inside the
everything.
hatch?
But you'll have to wait because Lost mastered the art of making you desperate for answers.
These assholes, they're the ones who started the whole wait forever for the cliffhanger to actually come to a climax. Not really, I think that was probably Sopranos.
Chapter 2. Remember that hatch? Well, it's not just some random bunker. It's a window into something much bigger and much more terrifying. Inside, they find Desmond Hume, a man who's been pushing a button every 108 minutes for 3 years.
Why?
Not 107 minutes, not 109 minutes. Exactly 108 minutes. Because if he doesn't, according to him, the world ends. This is where Lost revealed its true genius. You see that button?
Was he
It's
right?
connected to an electromagnetic anomaly so powerful it can tear apart airplanes flying overhead. I take this sounds familiar because the survivors caused their own plane crash by being late to push the button years earlier. But wait, it gets weirder. The hatch belongs to something called the Dharma Initiative, which is a 1970s scientific research
I know a
project
little
that
bit
turned
about
this
this.
island into a giant laboratory. They've got stations everywhere, one for studying psychology, one for zoology, one that's just a fake building hiding something much darker. The survivors aren't alone. There are others on this island, and they've been watching, waiting, planning. They kidnap people in the night. They know things about the survivors' lives that should be impossible to know. Their leader is a manipulative mastermind named Ben Linus, who makes Hannibal Lecter look like a kindergarten teacher. The
I
season
bet people were watching this and were like, yeah, they're dead. Yep, they're all dead, aren't they? Uh-huh.
ends with Desmond turning a fail-safe key, creating an electromagnetic pulse so massive.
As soon as impossible things start happening, that's immediately when I assume, yep, they're all dead. This isn't actually happening in the real world.
It makes the island visible to the outside world. But that pulse does something else too. Something that's mind-blogging, for lack of better words. Chapter 3. You thought the show was confusing before? Welcome to Season 3, where Lost decided to mess with time itself. That
A very similar show to this, it has nothing to do with, like, surviving on an island, but Angel Beats, the anime Angel Beats, is surprisingly very similar to this.
electromagnetic pulse not only made the island visible, it scrambled Desmond's consciousness, sending his mind bouncing between past and future like a pinball machine. Suddenly, he can see what's going to happen before it happens.
That's
What
crazy.
he sees terrifies him. Charlie's going to die. No matter what Desmond does, no matter how many times he saves him, Charlie Pace is destined to drown. Only that Charlie's death isn't random, but the key to contacting the outside world. In his final moments, underwater, drowning in a flooded station, Charlie discovers something drastic. The rescue ship heading toward the island isn't what it seems. He writes certain words
There is
on his
no
hand
rescue.
before he dies. What words do you think he wrote? Please let me know in the comments. From those words, I can opine it's where Lost revealed its most dangerous game. The rescue isn't a rescue, but an invasion. The people coming to the island want to capture Ben Linus, and they don't care who they have to kill to get him. Then there's the twist that broke the
That's
internet.
crazy. So, like, everybody knows? There's somebody that knows they're on the island, and they're just not coming to get them. Like, what? That's
Do you
where. That's
recall those
another
scenes-
thing that's crazy. This show is crazy. Maybe I do need to watch it, because I bet it'll blow my mind even knowing how it ends.
We thought were flashbacks
Even knowing all
showing
this.
Jack after the crash. They're actually flash forwards. Jack and Kate escaped the island. They made it home. They're living normal lives. And Jack is absolutely miserable because he knows they have to go back. Why, you might ask? Because leaving the island was the worst mistake they ever made. Chapter 4. 6 people escaped the island and became worldwide celebrities known as the Oceanic Six. Jack, Kate, Hurley, Saeed, Sun, and Aaron.
Okay.
They told the world a lie, that everyone else died in the crash, that there was no island, no others, no mysteries.
That's crazy.
Just a simple plane crash and a few lucky survivors. But the island won't let them go that easily. Back on the island, time starts fracturing. Ben moves the island through space and time by turning a frozen wheel deep underground.
What the
Yes,
fuck?
you heard that right. A frozen wheel. And suddenly, our remaining survivors are ping-ponging through different time periods like they're stuck in a cosmic washing machine.
Damn, I am gonna have to watch this show, aren't I? Holy shit, I might do it on the channel.
1 minute they're in 2004 with the plane crash. The next they're in 1974 with the Dharma Initiative. 2007 with a group of new survivors from Ajira Airways Flight 316s. John Locke,
I recognize Frank. He was in another show that I watched. What was it?
now the leader of the others, realizes that to save the island, he has to convince the Oceanic Six to return. To get them back, Locke has to die. Ben murders him, making it look like suicide because apparently the island demands sacrifice from those who serve it. The Oceanic Six return on Flight 316, but they don't all land in the same time period. Some end up in 1977 with the Dharma Initiative, others in 2007 with the new survivors. For Locke, well, he's not quite as dead as everyone thought. Chapter 5, Season 5 drops the biggest revelation yet. Everything that's happened, every choice made, every tragedy endured, has been orchestrated by an immortal being named Jacob, who's been pulling strings for centuries. Jacob has been bringing people to the island for one purpose: to find his replacement as the island's protector. See, Jacob has a brother. Is that even true? And that brother became something very, very bad a long time ago. The smoke monster that's been terrorizing everyone, that's Jacob's.
There's a smoke monster terrorizing everybody? Yeah, I don't think there's enough plot to fit in this 11-minute video.
Brother, trapped on the island, desperate to escape and destroy everything in his path. Now, the Locke who came back to life isn't actually Locke. It's the smoke monster wearing Locke's face, manipulating Ben into killing Jacob.
Well, all right.
When Jacob dies, he whispers something that changes everything. They're coming. The survivors in 1977 realize they can prevent the plane crash.
That's some straight up, like, Game of Thrones bullshit. They're coming. Who? When? It's like hearing winter's coming forever.
From ever happening by detonating a hydrogen bomb at the exact spot where the electromagnetic anomaly exists. Juliet, dying in a shaft, uses her last breath to detonate the bomb. The screen goes white. Everything we've watched for 5 seasons might have just been erased. Chapter 6, the bomb worked. And it didn't. Welcome to Lost's final season, the Flash Sideways timeline. In one reality, Flight 859 never crashed. Everyone lives normal lives in Los Angeles. Jack's a father, Kate's still a fugitive, Sawyer's a cop. But something's wrong with this world. People are having dreams about an island that doesn't exist. Memories of a life they never lived.
Wait, so the island doesn't exist in the actual real world? That makes sense, actually, with how the ending goes. You know, I probably, as I was watching this, if I was watching this as it was coming out, I probably wouldn't know what the fuck was going on either. Unless it was after I watched Angel Beats, then I probably would have been like, hey, this is a lot like Angel Beats. Are all these people dead?
In the other timeline, the final war begins. The man in black, wearing Locke's face, wants to destroy the island and escape. First, he has to kill all of Jacob's candidates, the people who could potentially replace him as protector. It's here that Lost showed its true colors. It was never really about the mysteries or the science fiction elements. It was about broken people finding redemption through sacrifice and love. Jack becomes the new protector of the island. In the final battle, Kate kills the man in black, but Jack is mortally wounded. With his dying breath, he passes the responsibility to Hurley, then returns to the heart of the island to save it one last time.
So that guy?
And that Flash Sideways
that
timeline? It's not an alternate reality.
Dude, I see this. I think that's the most famous face in the entire show. That's the guy's face that is most recognizable to me, and I think it's because he looks so different from everybody else. Everybody kind of looks like normal people, and he's, you know, a funny-looking fat dude. And I love him.
It's purgatory. A place where the souls of everyone who died are waiting to move on together. The final scene shows them all reunited in a church, ready to step into whatever comes next. Jack dies where he began, in that bamboo forest, looking up at the sky. Finally, at peace. Say, here's what I think most people missed about Lost's ending. It wasn't about answering every mystery. It was about understanding that some questions don't have answers, and that's okay. The island was a character.
That's not okay. It's not okay. It's okay.
Itself. A place where broken people could find.
I fucking hate it whenever a show ends leaving you with questions and then it's like definitely over and you're like, what the fuck, man? I didn't get these answers. I hate it so much. I love it. I love it so much. I love that I hate it. I hate to love it. I love to hate it.
And redemption. Where faith and science crashed. Where the line between good and evil became beautifully blurred. So what do you think? Was Lost a masterpiece of television storytelling?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. It sounds like it, though.
Or an elaborate con job that wasted 6 years of our lives?
Both?
Drop your hottest take in the comments below. And if this video helped you finally understand what the hell happened on that island?
It still didn't. All I got from it was they all died. That's it. That's the only thing that I took from it. It started that they were surviving on an island. I'm gonna have to watch it. I think so. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.